Nestled in historic downtown Apex, there's a place where you can experience the wonders of craft beer. Enjoy a wide selection of beers from North Carolina, the U.S., and around the world. And it's only at the Beer Dispensary.
Hi, I'm Glenn. This is Dave. We're NC Beer Guys. We promote North Carolina craft beer online at ncbeerguys.com. We do these videos to introduce you to the vast array of beer that's available across the state, maybe to a new brewery you don't know about, maybe to a new brewer that's come to the area, but just to educate you generally about the great beer that's available statewide. Today we're drinking two special seasonals in celebration of the holiday season.
Yep.
The Santa Secret Winter Warmer out of the Carolina Brewery of Chapel Hill and Pittsburgh, and the Red Nose out of the Natty Greene Brewing Company. We're going to start with the Santa Secret out of Carolina Brewery. So Carolina Brewery is a locally owned brewery and restaurant, has drawn international attention for its handcrafted beers, all brewed in-house by Director of Brewing Operations John Connolly and his team. Founded in Chapel Hill in 1995, Carolina Brewery is the fifth oldest brewery in North Carolina. A second brew pub, Carolina Brewery and Grill, opened in Pittsburgh in 2007, greatly expanding the company's brewing and wholesale sales capacity. And of course, they're available all over the state and have great food in both locations, and we like going to both places. Of the winter Santa Secret, they say, our winter holiday brew boasts a combination of 6 different malts working together to produce a rich beer with a soft, creamy mouthfeel. Without revealing all of Santa's secrets, we can say that this tasty ale contains a careful blend of coriander, cinnamon, orange, and allspice.
Oh boy.
We think you'll agree it's the closest thing to Christmas in a glass.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll see. Comes in at ABV of 5.9 and it has 22 IBU rating.
And it's in a really cool can.
Yeah, at least the can looks Christmassy.
Yes, it does.
And this is something that comes out every year about October, and it's generally available until like January or so.
Yep.
But get it now, because they don't put out a lot of it, and it is a seasonal. Which doesn't mean you can't drink it all winter, but you won't find it all winter because it will get scooped up. And we were lucky enough to get this at a local bottle shop.
So just say, without revealing all of Santa's secrets, we
That's
can
right.
say this one. Okay, you did that already.
They did that already.
Okay. It's the closest thing to Christmas in a glass. Okay, you said all this.
I said all this.
Okay, you're very efficient then.
So do we get all of these spices in the aroma?
No.
Let's see, coriander. I'm not sure I know what coriander smells like. Cinnamon, orange, and allspice.
No.
So you get a spicy kind of a
Spicy blend aroma?
yeah, but you would never know what
I just
exactly.
I can't differentiate.
That's right. So let's see if it's got Christmas in a glass.
Ooh, it's got prickly mouthfeel.
Right.
Subtle spices. It's not overwhelming.
And it is well blended, I think.
Yes.
Nothing jumps out at you like some of the cinnamon beers at Christmas are so cinnamony and so much nutmeg or whatever. And even some of the Christmas seasonals are just like overly done. It's like almost a fragrance that you can't tolerate while you drink. This is not that. This is an excellent combination of those things, I think.
Well carbonated. But I like it because you got a nice spice mix, a nice prickly mouthfeel, festive flavors, and ABV of 5.5, so you can enjoy some of them.
That's right. And unlike some of the wintry beers, it's not a dark like a stout or a porter.
No, it's like a holly ale.
That's right. And so if you are looking for a more light side to drink with your holiday meal, this might be one of your favorites.
Very nice. Yep. Enjoyable.
I don't know if this changes from year to year. We've had it a year or two before, and it's always hard to remember a year in. You remember that you like something, but you don't remember exactly the nuances of a beer a year to year.
Yeah, and unless you cellar it somewhere, and then you have you can put them side by side. But even then, you wonder what's going to degrade over the past year and how it changes.
It's just not possible to compare a fresh beer every year because, of course, that's not the way the world works.
Yep.
So our second selection of the day,
Red Nose.
comes out of the Natty Greene's brewing operation. It says launched in 2004 by Chris Leister and Kane Fisher. Natty Greene's has expanded from a brew pub in downtown Greensboro to include a second location in Raleigh and a production facility in Greensboro, which provides beer for the entire state. This is one of the most recognizable and widely distributed beers in the state. As one of the fastest growing craft breweries in North Carolina, the beer can easily be found at all the major grocery stores, many independents, and on more than 700 taps across the state of North Carolina. The brewery has more than 70 recipes in the repertoire, tantalizing the beer geeks with offerings like extremely limited cellar series and popular seasonal, of which this is one that's very popular. So what do they say about the Red Nose? They say it's described as a classic American red ale, a beer that's slightly sweeter than the amber, made with plenty of caramel malts and just enough hops for balance. Fresh ginger gives Red Nose a nice bite. A bit of orange peel adds tartness, and cinnamon brings in a clean, spicy top note.
Okay.
Together, they're a perfect complement to the sweet, malty foundation of the red ale. Like the season, it's festive, warm-hearted, and companionable. I swear that's what it says,
Okay. Companionable.
And meant to be shared with your favorite folks. This one comes in a little higher ABV of 6.8, and the IBUs are about the same. It's one less at 21. So these are not
a full-bodied
bitter
ale
beers.
brewed with fresh ginger, orange peel, and cinnamon. Okay, so we have a little higher ABV.
And we honestly have been told that about some beer drinkers that this changes from year to year, or their perception of it changes.
Oh, okay.
I never heard Natty say that it changes
Yeah,
from
they
year
probably,
to year.
yeah. I mean, and it may be based on what they use, that the spices change and how they, basically it's just nature.
That's right.
I'm not getting a spicy aroma.
No, not particularly at all. It's more malty than anything.
Oh, no, this is true. This is it's got a malt forward flavor to it.
And it does have that bite that they referenced earlier. What did they say that came from? They said that came from the ginger.
Okay.
Nice bite, fresh ginger. And that is not a flavor that you picked up in the oven at all. So these are two examples of holiday ales that are spiced very differently.
Yeah.
Both on the lighter side of the holiday ales.
Right.
Very refreshing, similarly refreshing.
And they share some of the similar spicing, or spices. But it's two totally different takes, but have even though they're separate, they still have that same winter flavor. Like if I had either of these in July, it would be just way wrong.
Oh, it would be so, you couldn't hardly comprehend that, enjoying them. I mean, that would be like, oh, this is time warp or something.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
Yeah, exactly.
Because these are meant for the season.
Yep.
They impart with the aromas and the flavors, the seasonal component. And this is the kind of beer you show up with at Mama's for Christmas.
Yep.
Take it to your buddies when you're having a Christmas party or a work office party where you can drink.
Yep.
Show up with something that they may not have had or they may need to try.
Yeah, and this one, it doesn't have as it's a smoother, less carbonation, less prickly mouthfeel. This one, I mean, the Santa Secret was definitely a little bit more prickly. Had a little bit more CO2. So this one,
I think that's right.
yeah, definitely.
Yep, for sure. This is a much more effervescent, bubbly,
Yes.
in your mouth kind of.
So you're getting two totally different experiences, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's very good.
Good.
So we think these are two great examples of many seasonals.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch.
We're going to do another video with a couple more that are from the western part of the state. And
Yep.
that'll be up a little bit. But it's just, a lot of the breweries now do something special, even if it's not entirely like Christmas or this seasonal.
Winter.
It's a winter kind
Right.
of beer.
Yep.
These tend to be a little like Red Nose and Santa Secret. They are specifically Christmas holiday kind of beers.
So take advantage of the time. Get these now.
Yeah, go out there and just don't think you have to buy what you've always bought.
No, be festive.
Even from great breweries where you know their styles and brands, try their seasonals, try their one-offs, try their stuff that, don't be afraid to experiment with your beer drinking.
That's right. That's exactly it.
For the NC Beer Guys, this is Glenn and Dave reminding you to have a happy holiday.
Yep.
And until next time, drink local and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.